Welcome to Calvin, the Digital Creative School.
Hello and welcome back to Calvin School. I'm your new introductor, Calvin Serrano. Ist die Stimme auch so verzerrt? Is my voice pitched?
No, you are the real Eric Lee.
Hi.
Hello, how are you doing? What's up, AJ? AJ. Is that not a Eminem song?
AJ?
Yeah, when he I think it's called Godzilla, when he says like AJ or something.
That's good.
Something like that. Basically AJ. Nice.
Basically AJ.
Alright,
You're
so.
looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I think your whole makeup, your whole new style, fits really good to you.
It really looks like a cartoon character. Alright, we got 3 new submissions actually, so let's go through them. Check them. We still have. Wait, 2 hours is not correct. Wait, no, that's not 2 hours left. That's a complete lie. It's 1 hour 15 minutes. Let me check the tool here, because I feel like this countdown thing doesn't work properly. 2 hours 18, 45, 40. What the hell? Yeah, this is not right. Wait, let me check that again. Countdown. Okay, we have 1 hour 15 minutes left. So that's 60 plus 15, which is 75. 1 hour 15. Okay. Yeah, that's correct now. Alright, so I hope it stays correct this time. Should stay correct, but I also noticed that with our earlier stream, like when I finished the stream, the time was like more than it really was, so something is not working right with this plugin. Keanu, what's up? Who are the 2 aliens? Eric Lee and Calvi. I've uploaded the animation. Okay, nice. Yeah, let's go through the new submissions. I'm gonna also go into the live stream channel on Discord so people can talk. Let me put on my headphones. Headphones. All right. Wait, I am live though, right? Because my restream doesn't show. Let's see, live, countdown. Ah, here we go, okay. I am live. Okay, so let us, I'm gonna switch back to my desktop scene and we're gonna finish, or like continue going through the submissions. When I just left for a piece of pizza, we finished all of them, but now we have 3 new ones. So let's see what the people have sent in. I just watched all the submissions so far with Eric together, and he was also really hyped about what you guys are doing. It's very cool, unique submissions we have so far. Okay, Anthony Jr., let's check your new submission. I think you had like a error in the earlier submission, so I hope it's all fixed now. And download. Oh, it's a pretty small file size. I hope that's correct. Just 200 megabytes. Okay, let's drop it in here. Just a quick check. Okay, it is too long. Okay, yeah, it is too long again. Let me see. Oh yeah, we have double frames again. Yeah, sorry man. There's double frames still. Like when you export this, or like better when you import it, you need to make sure that you imported the image sequence as 30 FPS, otherwise you're not gonna have the correct length. Wait, is that you, AJ? Is that you? Anthony Jr.? AJ. Anthony Jr., yeah, that's you. So yeah, wait, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. So, submissions, mark, okay, images. So, when you have an image sequence like this, for example, you need to go in there into the settings, here in clip attributes, and make sure that the video frame rate is set to 30 FPS. And then you drag it, then you drop it into your timeline, and then it should be 11 seconds long. Let's check that. So here, yeah, 11 seconds and 10 frames. If that's your length, then you have it correct, and then you can export it. Yeah, so I hope you, I mean, yeah, you should still have enough time. Just make sure you do it now. Let me know if you end up having 11 seconds and 10 frames. If not, then there's a different problem, but it seems like that is what's happening for you. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this as an error again. Okay, next up we have Ted Gokek. Ted Gokek. He submitted a zip, and that is a good sign most of the time. It most of the time means that it's a image sequence which has less probability to go wrong. Okay, let's extract it. Wiedersehen. I also got some mail. Oh, this is something else. Okay, we have it extracted. Let's see. It's a PNG sequence. Perfect. Okay, that should just work. Let me just drop it in here. Let me see. It is. Yeah, it looks correct. Okay, nice. Oh, it's the alien thing. Yes, I'm very happy that you got to resubmit this. All right. Let me put that in my correct folder. Okay, let me import it. Importing. Here we go. I'm gonna also rename the image sequence so it's easier to see. Nice. Okay, and then we need the correct cut point, which is right here. Oh wait, the transition point is actually a little bit different in this render. It should not be a problem. I just want to I'm just gonna check, like double check if this is correct or if it changed, like if I started changing it over time. Okay, let me go to the beginning again, because in the beginning I did it correct for sure. Ah, yeah, here we go. Here, it's correct here. Okay, I think I might have started to offset this cutting point somewhere in between, like during the edit. But yeah, I'll go through it with some patience later again to double check everything. But right now it should be okay. It shouldn't break anything. Nice. Yeah, it's working now. Very good. Good job. What is this at the end here? Oh, it's just that the door is very reflective, right? This is kind of a strange artifact. That looks very strange. I'm not sure what's happening here. Did you have that in the earlier version too? I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it again. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me know if Ted Gokek. Let me know if you have like a fix for this or why this is happening. I'm not sure if this is if it's supposed to be like that. Let's see. Because it feels a bit distracting how it's like suddenly being like super reflective. Yo, Aram, what's up? I'm happy you like my face cam. This is how I really look like. Okay, but yeah, for now I'll keep it like this. Ted, yes, okay. So let's make an entrance on the website for you. Portfolio, what's next door? Okay, new one. This is Ted Gokek. Here's a little story he wrote. I had no clear goal in mind when creating this word, sort of started with one thing, then it evolved into what it is now, which is an alien abduction. Okay, he didn't provide a website. No preview render. Okay, so I guess I'll do a loop again. Quick export, yes. Yes, save. Okay, video is in here. There we go, and now I still need still frame. Yeah, let's just use this. This looks pretty cool. Maybe one where it's more central and sharp. Yeah, let's use this. Hello. Just waiting for the file explorer to open. What is happening? Here we go, okay. Okay, nice. This one is also online now. Okay, perfect. And then next one. Oh, Keanu says I had trouble importing the PNG sequence with the transparent background, so to After Effects, so I just made the background black. Do you know a workaround? Why? I don't think After Effects should not have a problem with transparent PNGs. That sounds very odd. Like, what is the trouble? What is happening? Okay, Ted is finished. He is uploaded. Let's go Keanu. Ah, Keanu, you just wrote. Okay, let me check what you actually submitted here then. Oh, it's an MP4. It's not a final submission. Okay, let me check what you did. Oh, that's such a cool scene. Yeah, very cool scene, but I need it in with the transparency. Yeah, man. Sorry, I can't really use it in this format. Does it contain the alpha? I mean, I don't think this contains any alpha since it's just a MP4. Yeah, no, there's no alpha here. No alpha to be found. Okay, let me remove all the doubles again. Remove unused clips. Okay, Keanu, since you saw the stream, I guess I don't need to write you an email, right? But yeah, please try to make it work in the next hour. I'm not sure what the trouble is with the PNG sequences. If you export it from Blender with alpha, then it should also have it in After Effects. It usually works without problems. Yeah, you can also just send the image sequence, no problem. Vivaldi Springs says, hello Calva, I want to just quickly check out if we're going to do the editing for my work, because I thought it's on Sunday at 7 PM, and I was online since then, but probably I was mistaken. Ah, Vivaldi Spring, yes, you are media, yes, no, I said we're going to do that. I'm gonna do that on today's live stream, and I think we can do that now since I worked through all the submissions. Sorry, I had you wait. Let me just check what it was that we wanted to work on today. Okay. Let me see. Oops. Aram asks, will the full video be up today? No, Aram. we all have, like the judges and I will start judging the submissions starting from today, right? Like after the deadline, I will start sending out a video, a compilation of all the entries, and then the judges will be able to vote on their top 5, and then on the 20th of July we will reveal the winners and the top 50s, the top 50 how's it called again? Collaboration? No. Collage? Oh, I forgot the word for that. But yes, on the 20th we will release the top 50 video, and then 3 months later we will actually release the short film, because as it turns out, the short film needs much more work than I thought, especially with music and sound design. Oh, compilation, yeah, Vistris, you're right, the compilation. boom. Proper. Try it always. I could do. Still not smooth the way it would be. The eye sockets make me go insane. It's not fixed. Okay. Media, I got it. I got you. So you sent me your project file here with the head sculpt you made. So let me open that up and then we can give you some feedback on that.
Hello. I didn't know
Hello.
if I can just start talking or I
Yes,
just
sure.
because I didn't want to disturb the process that you were working on.
Yeah, no problem. Like, I'm totally fine for like students like you to just like come in and talk and ask questions and stuff. Especially since I told you we're gonna look at that today. Let's definitely do that and not forget about it. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much. No problem at all.
Okay. Right. Let me.
Actually, comparing to what you do and what others do, it's just so embarrassing to show off that head that I created.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody, I think everybody can relate to like a point in their learning process when you were not like happy with what you're creating, right? Where you needed a little bit of help. Let's switch.
So, but just a short explanation. I'm a complete beginner, so
Yeah. If for anyone who's watching, Media is creating and working on a short film that she wants to finish in, I think, in
Yeah.
about half a year, right? Like that's kind of the goal right now.
Yep.
Right. Okay, I'm switching to my desktop now. We've got your head here, your head model. I can also on Discord stream that to you, so we can talk in real time about it. Here it is. Okay, you should be able to stream it in real time now on Discord. Let me remove these lines here. Okay, I'm also gonna save it already. If I make any changes to Calva V2. Okay. All right. So okay, I think the general shape is pretty good. Like it's got, like right now it's got actually like some kind of like art style, I would say, like the kind of like this. How to describe this? Like that some parts are more flat and then there are like some are more angled. Is that on purpose or is that something you want to change?
No, it's not on purpose. It's just a disaster to my eyes.
Ah, okay. Because it looks interesting. It's got something on its
I
own.
didn't know how to edit it. I mean, I tried my best to make it like really smooth, but it was still it wasn't. And especially the eye sockets, that was my problem. And I wanted it really round, but because I was editing it, I think it got really
Okay.
round at all.
Alright, okay, I see. Oh yeah, let's try to round it off then a little bit. Okay. Okay, there's some like geometry problems like visible when you turn off subdivision. Like you can see that there's something happening up here that shouldn't be like that. Okay, so there's some overlapping here. I think we could use the sculpting brush to just relax it. So I'm just gonna switch into the sculpting workflow here. Sculpt mode, and then, wait, how do I change? Oh yeah, with F I change the size. And then if you just hold down Shift and you draw, you basically use the smooth tool. It doesn't seem to do much right now. Where is that? Wait, let me check. Smooth. Draw. Smooth tool should. Ah, yeah, here it is. Okay, it doesn't do much. Why is that? The blob also doesn't do much. Okay, so I guess none of the brushes do anything? Why is that? That's a bit confusing right now. but we can move things in edit mode. Wait, maybe the strength is not strong enough? Huh. I don't think I had that before, where the sculpting just didn't work. Did you use the sculpt tools at all for this head? Or did you...
No, I didn't use sculpt tool.
Okay, so you did it all with editing, with like extruding and stuff?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Let's see, okay. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, okay, I see, because we did the changes on the key here. Yeah, there's like a shape key in here that was selected. So if we want to change the head itself, we need to either get rid of it or just select the basis. Yeah, there we go, now it works. Okay, since the key doesn't do anything, did you create this on purpose?
Actually, I went through all the steps that the tutorial was showing, and I just did what he did.
Ah, I see. Okay, the key kind of like... I think the changes you did with the key are good in general. So I would say I would just apply it for now and then keep going from there. Wait, let's see if we have the subdivision modifier. Because these shape keys are really useful for...
I just remember the key was because of the eyelids. He wanted to create the eyelids.
For like the squinting to like close and open the eyes.
Exactly, yes.
I see, yeah, that shape keys in general are really useful for creating facial expressions. But right now, since we are, like, it only really makes sense to create those shape keys once the head has its final shape. Because if you then still change, because if you still change the shape or like stuff or things about the head, then it could happen that the shape keys don't work anymore, that they don't make sense anymore. So yeah, let's just apply this shape key right now because it does look a little bit smoother in general with it. Here, apply all shape keys, genau. Alright, and now the sculpting should work. I'm going to turn off the subdivision again and just with holding down shift, just draw over the edges that look a little bit rough, and then you should be able to like see it getting a bit smoother already.
Yeah,
especially
I see.
Here. Yeah, it's getting a bit smoother. We can also check the geometry. Like you can see the geometry itself is also getting a little bit more uneven, which is, I think, fine in this process because it's actually really hard to make something smooth only in the editing mode, right? In the like by just moving polygons around. I think using the sculpt makes it much easier. So I'm just gonna go in here and smoothen things out a little bit. I think the nose might need a little bit more geometry in general. Let's see. Yeah, I think this part needs a bit more geometry. So I'm pressing Ctrl R to add a loop cut, and then Blender automatically finds loops where to add new geometry. Sometimes it works pretty well, like in this case, for example. So I'm just going to click here and press Escape to have it smooth there. And then we can also smoothen it, but yeah, in this case it doesn't really work. But yeah, I just wanted some more geometry there for the sculpting to work a little bit better. There's also a little bit of geometry sticking out here, but let's see. Yeah, we definitely need a little bit more geometry here. Maybe we can do it with another loop cut? No. Let's see. Ah, this one is in the middle. That's why it's behaving like that. What's happening here?
When you say we need geometry, it means that I should add loop cuts?
Yeah, loop cuts, or you can also do your own cuts with the knife tool, for example. You can like start cutting here with K, you can create the knife tool and then you can add new geometry to make it a bit smoother. But I don't think actually we need what I just did. There's something happening here. I think these vertices are not connected or something. This vertex is connected to a vertex in the back. Wait, let's go into wireframe. Yeah, how these vertices are connected here don't make so much sense. So let's delete this edge here and then reconnect in a way that makes a bit more sense. I'm going to create a face out of these 3 vertices, and then one of these. You can just, I don't know if you know this already, but if you like select 3 or 4 3 or more polygons, and you press F, it creates a face out of that selection, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so now it looks better. Yeah, there was some sort of geometry mistake here at the nose.
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh yeah, here we go. This is also a little bit like that. Okay, let's go back into the sculpt mode. Okay, yeah, this looks more natural already, even if it is low poly. Okay, let's go in here. There's also a lot of geometry noise here. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of noise here on the side of the mouth. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, I think there is maybe a connection here that doesn't make so much sense. I'm just gonna try to like aggressively smoothen it out and see what happens with the sculpt brush, just to experiment. Okay, pull it all out. Okay, it seems like the faces are inverted. We can check that here by clicking on face orientation, and then you basically, everything that's red is the backside of a face. So you can see geometry mistakes that way very easily, right? Like also at the ear here, you can see that this face should not stick out on that side. So maybe if we just smoothen it, yeah, so that brought it back in. Let's also smooth this a bit. Okay, that's all a bit better now. Yeah, I'm just
Very interesting.
I'm just
That's-
tapping on the surfaces right now to like get it a bit smoother. But these surfaces are actually completely inverted, so I'm just gonna select all of these that are inverted. With C you can also get a circle select. I like that to kind of just like draw on top of a surface to select it. Okay, and then with Control N, oh not Control, Alt N, you can flip faces. And now it looks mostly correct. Yeah, mostly. There's a little bit of stress here, a little bit of too much stress here in the cheeks. Also, a brush that I really like is the snake hook. It sounds epic, and it also is very epic. Where is it? Graph silhouette. Snake hook, yes. Snake hook is really cool for just kind of like shaping a surface. So I like to like pull things in and out with it. So you can just like smooth things out, but then also like pull things out again. Okay, there's a lot of also like strong edgy geometry here. Let's try to smoothen that a little bit.
How did you get to the sculpting?
To the sculpt
did you
mode.
Yeah.
I hold down tab and then I get this menu here. You can
Oh, okay.
you can enable that in the settings here in preferences. And then in, was it input? No. Key map. Here, all of these settings. Tab for pie menu and drag, extra shading. Yeah, those 3 are basically to get those like nice little pie menus.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, and then also we can try to close this gap a little bit with the snake hook. Let's see. Maybe the snake hook is not the best tool for this. Yeah, maybe it's actually better to use the blob. Then also, like when sculpting, it's also always very useful to combine your tool of choice with smoothing, right? With holding down Shift, so you can just like paint a little bit and then smoothen it out again a little bit until you get the shape that you want without it looking too extreme. Okay. But I can also see there's probably a little bit more geometry needed here in the lips. Because the lips are gonna deform a lot. I mean, I think for your short film, she's not saying anything out loud, right?
I mean, I don't think that we're gonna show her lips a lot. I just created the head with all the.
Yeah, so I guess in that case we don't really need to put too much attention on the lips. In general it's always really smart to just put the effort where it's needed, right? So if you don't plan on
Exactly.
her saying anything, then let's not overcomplicate the lips.
That's right. Just the eyes are the most important part for the.
Let me get my snake hook back. Smooth this out. Okay, this could work a little bit better. Let's see what happens if we smoothen the eye sockets a little bit.
And for the eye sockets, should I create eyelid or I don't know exactly what should I. I mean the pupils also.
Yeah. Usually you want to have like a separate mesh. Usually you could just create a ball, so we can try that out together. But I think there's still parts of the head here that should be a bit smoother if you want to go with the smooth style. Like back here, for example. It also looks like this part is very stretched. Maybe we need a little bit more geometry here. I'm gonna see if we can do a loop cut. Yeah, okay, let's create a loop cut here. A little bit more geometry. And also here it looks very stretched. Okay. Smoothen a little bit more.
I'm gonna try this option a lot because I never used that option actually.
The sculpting tool?
Yes.
Oh, the sculpting tool is really fun and useful, especially if you create a character. I think it is very fun to just sculpt something to get it out of your head and try out different shapes, because it's much faster, for example, to with the snake hook, to move things around and try different shapes than it is if you had to create each vertex individually, right? So you can just try different shapes very quickly. So I'm gonna do that again. Yes. Okay. What about down here? Okay, I think that should be fine. Alright, let's see how it looks with the subdivision modifier applied again. Okay, it still looks a little bit sharp on some spaces. Let's just sculpt a little bit more while it is enabled. Oh, especially back here, that should be not such an obvious line. Oh. Okay. Also something is happening down here. It seems like the vertices down here are not properly connected. Something is happening. Yeah, why is it going up like this? I feel like... Huh. I'm not sure why it's doing this, why it's going up like this down here.
I don't know, what did I do? that happened.
I have no idea. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Hello? Ah. Yeah, I'm not unsure. I guess it's maybe it's not a problem, but it's just kind of strange. Okay, let's just keep it like this for now. I think this fold down here is a little bit strange though. I'm gonna also smoothen that out a little bit. Okay. Your main character is a girl, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I personally think the this Adam's apple here, or like this
Yeah,
part
I
here,
saw
could be a
this.
bit smaller, maybe.
Yes.
Be a little bit more like this, just like yeah, subtle, I guess. Okay, let's soften this also a little bit. Okay. Also, this cheek should be very smooth. You could actually experiment with like blowing up the cheeks a little bit to make her look cuter if that's what you're going for. Like with the blob tool here, you can just like hold down and it will inflate them. And then you can go back in and smoothen it out a little bit. It doesn't quite work right now. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it how you had it. It works already.
Oh, it looks much, much better. I thought that I ruined it and I wanted to start over, but now it looks much better.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can totally still use this. Okay, maybe the nose a little bit smoother here. So I think inflating it here could help to make it a little bit more natural, maybe. Oh, and you can also always click down Control. If you hold down Control, you get the opposite of the effect. So with inflate, for example, it goes out, but if you hold down Control, it goes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's also really useful. Okay. Maybe I personally would make... I mean, this is also like a stylistic choice, because it could also be a style to have the lips like a little bit more angular. But if you would go for a more realistic look, I would like smoothen these out a little bit also. Maybe like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it looks better.
Just tippy tapping on these vertices to make them a little bit smoother. Okay, this one is a bit... This lip is a bit difficult to get smooth. Oh, I think it is because there's like not so much geometry here. Maybe we can do a loop cut here. Yeah, that should help. Oh, what happened? Because it's adding it up there. Okay, I guess then maybe not. Because these, like you can see, like these vertices go very deep into the mouth. It would be a bit more helpful if they were closer to the edge here, I think. Wait, but why is it poking out like this? Huh. That's a little bit strange. Wait, is there like any type of weight? Like vertex weight to this? Weight? No. No, okay. This is also something cool, like usually you don't need it for like organic characters, but if you're doing more metallic, like more industrial stuff, you can use this mean crease to make edges sharp. So you can see how you can make that edge very sharp or soft if you turn it up or down. Okay. Yeah, I think from here on out it's mostly detail work. Like you can go in with the sculpting tools and like shape the head a little bit more so you're satisfied with it. I think in general the direction, this is kind of like the direction you wanted to go in, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Also, I should work now on the hair, right? Do we need the hair part or no?
Yeah, hair's also very important, but also only comes when the mesh underneath is final. Like you really need to
Yes,
make
yes.
sure that the head is final. But how to create hair with the new Blender tools is actually really fun with Geometry Nodes hair. I can give you a quick example here. Like if with the head selected, you can just go to the Add menu, and here in Curve you can add empty hair. And then this empty hair is kind of like connected to your head. You can see there's a sub object here,
Yes.
right? And then if you go into sculpt mode, you get all these hair tools. And you can then make hair grow with, I think this is density, is it this one? Yeah, so you can make like
Oh,
hair grow wherever you need it. And then there's all these tools that you can use, so you can like...
we can smooth it, right?
Yeah, you can smoothen it, you can make it longer, you can make it shorter, and you can also brush it with this here. Let me make this
Wow,
much
interesting.
shorter. So yeah, these tools are actually pretty fun to use. You should just like play around with them a little bit. And you can like, yeah, actually brush it like as if you were brushing real hair.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It can also take a while to get it looking right, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fun process, I think.
And the eyeballs?
Oh yeah, the eyeballs. Usually people just create those with either full-on UV spheres or half domes or something. Let's just see what works best for you. Okay, let's turn this into smooth, shade smooth, and then try to position them where they make sense. Since your eye sockets are really big, the ball, like the eyeballs, also need to be really big, since it's like more like a cartoonish
Yes.
style. Actually, I think something I would do already is to put the origin point up here on the end of the ball. Should I do that right now? Yeah, because we can still change that later. Yeah, okay, right click, set origin to 3D cursor, and then we can scale it and everything from that 3D cursor, which should make it a bit easier to position and position and scale it. Yeah. The eyeballs are basically as big as the head almost.
Yeah.
Because I think if we made them too small, they would like poke out, which could feel very strange. Like, I'm not sure what style you want to go with. Like, you can still experiment with this, but I think usually if they are not like poking out to an extreme, it looks a bit more comfortable.
And the eyelids? How should I make the eyelids?
With this kind of shape, I'm not super sure because they are like, it's a very round shape. So I personally guess I would add a little bit more geometry around here, like with the loop cut doesn't work so well because it adds new geometry everywhere. Maybe actually it does work. Yeah. But yeah, we can actually try it out right now. Let me add a mirror here. We could choose the head as a mirror object. There we go. And then we can try to sculpt the eyelids. Here, let's again create a base shape key. The basis is always, yeah, I guess the basis of the model, of the mesh. And then anything else you add is actually a shape key. So with shape key 1 selected, we can turn it fully on. and also enable this button here, which will make it editable. So when we're in edit mode, we can yeah, edit it, I think. I think that's how it works. And then I would use the proportional editing here and select connected only. And then you can move these vertices around. And with the mouse wheel, you can change the scale of the influence of that move, right? And then you just need to get a good angle to move it down. And yeah, kind of like sculpt different expressions. You can, yeah, basically create shape keys for all kinds of expressions. For right now, she looks a bit worried, so we can just call this worry. Oops. Worry, and then yeah, just like make a worried looking.
I should create different keys, right? Shape keys.
Yeah. Shape keys are the easiest way to give your character expression.
Okay.
So now we have this worried look, and we can like turn it on and off and animate it. And then we can also add. Let's just do one for blinking, right? Let's call this one blink. And yeah, let's just try to squeeze the eyelids together. Since they are so huge, the eyeballs, it's a bit more difficult than usual to like make expressions with these eyes look natural, I would say. But maybe you should just lean into the cartooniness, you know, like maybe not try to make it super realistic, but have a bit more fun and play around with it a bit more.
Because she also has like two kind of blinking. Once when she is really pressing her eyelids to see if it's a real light or she's imagining it. And when she's just blinking.
Yeah, and you can totally create specific shape keys for each moment. Like, I think since your script is also not like too long, I think you can totally just create the shape keys and the expressions that you need for specific scenes. And then when you have a few of those, you can also start mix and matching them, because you can turn multiple on and off at the same time and like see what the mix of them creates. Okay, so right now I'm going for like a full eyes closed thing. And then we can also use that like halfway, a quarter. Okay, so I guess something like this, and then she can blink. It doesn't, like there's a problem here in between where like it goes through the eyeball, right? So
yeah,
there is something, like we should create something to make sure this doesn't happen, which is a bit more difficult. We might need to like create an extra shape key that like turns on halfway through and pulls the eyelids out again, right? To like make sure they stay on top of the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all like detailed stuff you can add over time. But right now you can at least make her blink for one frame, you know, like have it on, have it off, have it on, have it off. Yeah, then you can also mix it. You can have her be worried and blink. So like these shape keys, they also mix together. Sometimes it works well together, sometimes not, because you can see how the eyelids extend downwards with the worry being on. But yeah, that's just something you have to experiment with.
One question, is that the way that they create the like that like eyes to blink? Is it that way too? I mean, because I always imagine that I make the eyelids like completely separately with a separate mesh, but apparently it's not like that, right?
I guess it again depends on the art style. Like if your eyelids have any specific or special kind of geometry. I personally don't think it needs to be a separate mesh right now. Like it would definitely be cool if you added what's it called? Like those hair, that hair on top of the eyes and bottom. How are those called again? Eyelashes, yes.
Yeah,
Um,
eyelashes.
Yeah, for you to add eyelashes, I think that would add a lot of realism and detail to the character. And those can also be stylized. They could just be like a plane, like a waved plane that has like a half transparency on it. It doesn't need to be actual hair. Yeah, and also like these kind of like expressions can also be animated with bones by rigging the whole face. But most of the time it's actually a mix. Like you have the bones to control the broad big movement of the character and the face, and then you use these shape keys to control like small detailed movements. And
Got you.
in your case, I think you could actually get away with using only shape keys because she's not talking. Yeah, honestly, you could just get away with using shape keys for the face, but still create a rig for the whole body to like move her arms and legs and head movement in general. Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
Regarding the head, no, because I should start working on it. But regarding the shots that you told me to write, I wanted to ask you to take a look at them and see if I'm doing the right thing that you wanted.
Ah, nice. You mean the click up in the
Click up,
workspace?
exactly.
Okay, let's check it out. Ooh,
I don't know if it's
uh,
the thing that you wanted me to do. It's the right thing, I don't know.
okay, let's have a quick look. Project, light animation, tasks. Okay, here we go. So, strong light breeze. Where did we leave off last time?
Yeah, it was 10:11. Sorry, 1:11.
111. Okay, so this is cool. Oh yeah, you started creating your own stuff here. Memories prison. Okay, this is the last one we created together, and then you continued here.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, so you created some sketches here. Very cool. Oh, you also created already comments. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Experimenting with that. Nice. With this. Okay, so what I would say, this is cool, like cool for inspiration, for like ideas, but I think what's important for creating the animatic is that you kind of think of the shots in the sense of the framing, right? To have like these 16:9 framings, and then you kind of like work in that space. Because this is a bit more like concept art, which is also important to create. But let's see.
Can you show your screen so that I know exactly which shot
right.
you're talking about?
Sorry, on Discord I'm still
Thank
streaming
you
the
so much.
Blender, right?
Yes.
Yes. Change stream. Click up. Yes, this one. Okay. Alright, you see this?
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, the drawings you made here are also useful. They have like I guess they're like visualizations of your ideas for these shots, right?
Yes.
I guess it's just most useful for you to create these concept drawings in the framing of the final shots, which is, I mean, we actually haven't talked about it, but I just assumed that you want to create your short film in the standard 16:9 aspect ratio.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Okay, no, I
correct,
didn't
or-
know that. We didn't talk about it. I didn't know.
right.
Actually, I don't know how it is. So, okay.
So what is the like look? Where do you want to release this short film? Is it for film festivals or for social media?
No idea. I don't have any like goal for that.
I mean, honestly,
What do you think? What do you suggest?
um, I mean, social media would definitely, I think, would be more fun for you because it's got more of a
No, I
easy
don't want.
community.
No, actually,
vibe.
that is definitely not the. Yeah, I just something more serious. It's not
Okay, yeah. If
social
you
media,
wanted
and
to
it's
like
not actually my goal.
Okay, yeah, then I would definitely would like you to draw your ideas for the shots in this like 16:9 format, because then you can directly also use it to
Okay.
create an animatic, like a test cut of your movie. This one, while walking. This angle. The camera shows her bending, holding her head, and the memory appears on tops like a faint video. Same camera angle. After remembering things, she stands up, saying, "No, I don't think I'm dead." Yeah, this is good. Like drawing, like a sketch on the pose and everything is really good. The speech bubble, like again, like try to draw these images as shots, right? Like as something that would appear in a movie. The speech bubble is in that context also not really necessary. But yeah, I like that you draw the shape, the pose of the character. That is definitely very useful to have. Okay, and this is like a POV, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, this
I
is
wanted
more
to
the
show
direction,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, the camera is through her eyes, so she
Yeah.
sees the light, and then, but I didn't know how to show the breeze that she feels. The
Yeah, I think
wind.
that's something we're thinking about. The breeze. Okay. I mean, you could totally just have like small white lines like emitting from this light source and doing like swirly wind movements. I think that's totally fair. Like how you drew it. I think you should just commit to that, to like make it a bit more stylized, even if it is a mix of 2D and 3D look, you know. Yeah, so that's cool. Finding the way out. Ah, very nice. Yeah, this is perfect. This is something like this is perfect as a like a storyboard for the animatic. You even have multiple phases with her like taking the stones away and the light coming more and
Yeah.
more, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I think if you continue like this, like with drawings like this, because this also feels like something that could be a shot, right? Like not with this feels really like a shot and not so much like concept art, which is very useful for editing the short film in an animatic way. So yeah, I would say continue like this. These are these are my favorite ones you've done so far here. It really depicts the action on what's happening on screen really well, I think.
Oh, okay. The others, because I didn't know how to do them. That's why, for example, the one that is here, for example, I wanted the camera to show her eyes and the light, but I didn't know how to show it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, one shot her eyes and one shot the light, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
Ah, okay, so you consider this like two shots, like we see, like, yeah, this is one shot down here, and this up here is another shot, basically.
Exactly,
I
yes.
see, okay,
But
okay.
just very quickly, you know, like a little bit of the eyes, a little bit of the light.
Yeah, okay, no, then that would work. Yeah, I mean, you could totally just like split that up into two shots, yeah.
And also the one that is like her reflection, that was also, I was thinking first the other one, the next one. Yeah, first this one, we show the character, of course not completely, but then we show the reflection that is like separating and walk away. And then the other one is when they are already like standing somewhere and just staring at her. This is what, yeah, and then this is from the camera angle, but I don't know how to show it in the darkness.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I would like to ask you to redraw this in like the final framing aspect, right? The 16:9 aspect, and see how big the main character should be in the frame, where she should be positioned, and where the reflections are. And you can, just like experiment around with that a little bit, even in 3D. Maybe you want to try that out, how we did it in our first, or like in one of the live streams, where we just like moved the camera around this reference body. Maybe that would also help you to just like quickly find camera angles that feel correct for this emotion, for this moment.
Yeah, I wanted to do it, but because the head wasn't ready yet, that's why I didn't try it. But yeah.
Okay.
No, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's also fine to like, even if this like model that we used for the other shots is like a man, I think it still helps to just have the perspective, and then you can still draw your character over that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool. So the next step is to work on the shots and then work on the head, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, definitely continue in this direction that you did here with these shots, like for the remaining shots, and even I would be happy if you even go back to the shots we already did and treat them the same way, you know, like gave them your artistic style and like drew a little bit of more detail on how you imagine this shot to feel like, because right now most of them are pretty basic, so having a little bit more idea of how they will look and feel like will help a lot, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Gonna do that.
All right. Nice. Yeah. No, I'm very happy that you continued with this, and yeah, especially the last ones here look very engaging. Like I can imagine, like if you have animatic with the whole short film with a style like this, then it's very it's going to be very easy to start to feel how the short film will feel like and look like when it's actually finished. That's going to be very helpful.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
For sure. All right.
Thank you guys and your support. And okay. Then I'm gonna continue.
Nice. Yeah, I'll send you this file here back, and then you can continue experimenting.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. And could you please send me the head that you edited it to?
Exactly. Yes.
So
I'll do that right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Have a nice evening.
You too. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Right. Okay. We actually got a bunch of new submissions since we left the World's Next Door challenge. So let's look at those. We still have 8 minutes. 8 minutes until the deadline. Oof. Let's see how many people will cut it close. What is this? Marvin Studios submitted his challenge submission, and the Cobbler Live asks what's going on. We are about to wrap our challenge. I'm not sure if you are like a part of the community already or if you're just stumbling by, but we're basically making like a big community challenge with a character walking through lots of worlds, like a FPV, POV style. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting, I would say. I'm very happy with all the cool submissions we've gotten so far. Oh wait, did we actually finish this up? Yes, we did. Okay. Ted Gokek was the last one we uploaded. Let's see what other new submissions we have. AJ resubmitted. Nice. Vistris asks, how can I resubmit? Oh, just use the same submission document on the website. You can resubmit there without problems. Real Blender streams. Yeah, we're doing Blender streams over here pretty regularly. I mean, Blender's honestly like my main tool that I use for most things. So yeah, I guess most things we do is with Blender. Okay, we still have 6 minutes, it's almost over. Let me try to quickly go through the remaining submissions and just check if they are correct, so people still have like a little chance to adjust it if necessary. So I'm just gonna download everything and check them before putting them on the website or anything like that. Okay, let me just download all of them. Leo, Marvin. Oh, Marvin sent in MP4. Oh no, Marvin, I need transparent render. Okay, let me download it anyways so we can check it out. Keanu Steve submitted something. Very nice. A .rar. Daniel von Leuven. We've got an MXF again. How does it happen that people start using MXF? I've never seen MXF video files before this challenge. Is it a thing in some workflows? Okay, then we have another morph here from Anthony Jr. It's a container. Yeah, but what is its purpose? Why does it exist? Material exchange format. Okay, that sounds very broad. It sounds like it could be anything. Downloads. Okay, let's check them. Okay, this raw here. Just gonna drop them in real quick. Nightmare World. We have this one. It has the correct length, but it's an MP4. So it doesn't have any transparency, right? Yeah, no transparency. Nightmare World. I think that's from Leo, right? Nightmare World. No, that's not Nightmare World. Marvin? Oh yeah, Marvin. Marvin, if you see this, I need your submission as a progress or Cineform with transparency. I sadly can't really use the MP4 here that you sent in. Okay, so Marvin I'm gonna mark as error. And boom. Should also. Okay, I'm just gonna open up a email tab already, so I just remember to write him after the stream, after the deadline. Leo. Okay, Nightmare World we have here. We have the Amsterdam. Oh, this one I've seen. This was one of the first ones that got worked on, so I'm very excited to see that it is done and submitted just in time. Nice, so many characters, that's pretty crazy. And this boy character running, that's also interesting. Okay, does the transparency work? Oh, I think I remember this format. We had to enable transparency manually or something. Alpha, I think we had to convert it, but I'm pretty sure it works. Yeah, so Amsterdam should be fine. Ba-ba-bum. Stuff the future. Wait, which one is that? Okay, it's getting a bit chaotic now because I am just kind of like trying to quickly check if the submissions that just came in are working. Daniel, oh, this was Daniel, I think, with the Amsterdam render, right? Yes. Okay, yeah, Daniel, your submission works. Congratulations. Anthony Junior. Is the good
Cobbler
enough?
Live
Okay,
just
good enough
followed.
render. Let's see. Okay, does good enough work? Oh, it's still too long. Why is that?
We reached our followers'
Do we
goal
have
of
still any double
140.
frames?
Thank you, everyone.
We still have double frames. Ah, shit. AJ, there are still double frames. Set it to 30 FPS. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder what's happening. Okay, AJ, you know what? Like, since this is just a technical thing, just make sure that you send this, like, make sure that your final render is 11 seconds and 10 frames, okay? Before you send it in to me again, just make sure it's 11 seconds and 10 frames because your current render is 12 seconds and 25 frames. So there must be something happening. Something must be wrong with the frame rate. Yes. Yeah. Because I don't want to disqualify you because of this little technical error. Is the transparency working at least? Oh no, there's no transparency. Do I need to enable it? It's progress 444. Clip attributes. Alpha. Oh man, there's no transparency. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but I feel like because your render is really nice, it's really cool, but it just didn't work. You didn't submit it correctly, so I'm not like I feel like if I make an exception for you now, then I would need to make an exception for a lot of people. Yeah, damn transparency. Oh, but the deadline is over. The doors are closed. Is it also on the website? Did the countdown on the website work? Yes, it says doors are closed now. The doors closed. I actually need to change that in the submission form now. Yeah. Alright, let me quickly change that here. Anthony Junior. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-bum. The form. Okay guys, I'm quickly gonna change the text on the submission form to say that the submissions from here on out are not considered for the challenge anymore, but can still be submitted for the short film itself. Let me just quickly switch over to the talk mode. Doors closed. Okay, so short film. Final render. Submit final renders. Okay, what should I write? Maybe I should do like a warning sign. Yeah, here we go. Warning sign. It should be big. Can I just put it here? No. Okay, I need to put it down there. How should I write it? All submissions after the what date is it today? The 6th. After the 6th July 22. After the 6th of July will 22 Rome, Berlin time will not be judged, will not be part of the top 50. Fuck, I forgot the name again. Oh, I'm getting tired. Compilation of submissions after the 6th of July. Berlin time will not be part of the top 50 compilation, and will not win any prizes. But will still be considered to be included in the short film being released end of, what did I say, September? End of September? 3 months from now? End of September, yes. Released 28th of September. Okay, let's try to make this big. Heading, yes. Can also make this a bit more readable, but default, yes, okay. Alright, okay, I published the change for the submissions, so now it should hopefully be clear that it is closed. Let's see, is it updated already? Yes, okay. Alright everyone, how are you doing? Did you all manage to to create what you wanted to create? It's a little dark, vStress says, and now it's brighter. Could you check it? Okay. Yeah, I'm basically making like a cut in the submission form now, that like all the submissions coming in now will be in a different form, so I know which ones are later. Otto, wait, they came like there's a few like coming in just a few seconds ago now. Guys, are you still rendering right now? Are you really that close? Okay, yeah. Wait, vStress wants me to look at his submission real quick. Otherwise I will, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in a moment, and then I'm gonna see you guys, I think on the 20th of July again for the big reveal live stream, because I am going on a little Norway trip, on a little camping trip for a week. And next week I am working on a job that I filmed yesterday. Yes, so very busy, but I'm very excited. Okay, yeah, let's check out Vistris' submission as the last thing we do today. And then we will, head out. Okay, Vistris, let me check your submission. Vansh, there we go. I'm just gonna check if it's technically correct, but I will create like the I will create the entry on the website tomorrow then. Okay, submission 2, that should be you. Okay, length is correct. Transparency is working. Yes. Oh, did you did you cheat the transparency? Did you mask it? Because it looks very blobby. So I guess you were not like able to export proper transparency with Unreal Engine then, right? He cheated the transparency. Oh, I realize you guys don't see my screen right now. Here you go. Okay, let's just check if it works, because your camera move is also looks a little strange. I'm not sure if it is the exactly correct camera move, so let's see if it works in the compilation here. So it goes in. Oh, that didn't feel correct. The scene is pretty cool. Oh, Vistris. Oh man, I'm sorry, but the camera animation you have isn't the one from the template for some reason. It doesn't really transition smoothly at all. The beginning is fine. There's like some disconnect, but it works fine. But the end is pretty rough. Pretty rough, man. Like Geist also says, no! Oh no! Alright guys, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. You know what? I can see when the submissions are coming in on my submissions list. So if you guys are still having technical problems and you want to fix them, you have until midnight Berlin time, which is still 2 hours. I'm not going to be here, but if I check the submissions tomorrow and all the ones that are still submitted on today's date, I will put into the compilation, but everything afterwards is just for being considered for the short film. This is how we're going to handle it. So make sure you use the next 2 hours wisely, that you check, that you double check, and that you try to make it work. I wish you the best. All right, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, for joining the challenge. I'm really excited to see, or like to judge all the entries with the judges together and do the big live stream, and then continue working on the short film also. I think it's going to be a very interesting experience, very unique short film. All right, yeah. With that, I think I'm gonna stop the stream now. Yeah, and AJ, it's I'm very, very sorry that it didn't end up working out. But yeah, as I said, you still have 2 hours. Like if you can figure it out somehow, I hope you do. But yeah, I will head out now. All right, everyone, have a great day, have a great night, and I will see you